guys, HTV here and welcome back to a new video going over Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, the brand new Switch games coming out this year. Now there's a lot of new information that has just come out today which does just kind of ask a lot of questions about compatibility. There's been an interview with Junichi Masuda today with the Famitsu magazine talking about compatibility and whether it's going to be in the games and what the future does have for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and for just Pokemon in general. So we're going to go over this interview today and take a look at what's been said and hopefully it's all good. But of course, if you guys are excited for this video, please do drop a like down below. It really does help out the video, the channel, all that good stuff. And without further ado, let's get into the video and take a look at this interview with Junichi Masuda. So starting things off, as I just said, there's been an interview today with Junichi Masuda. It might have been today or yesterday, I don't know, but the interview basically came out today for all of us to hear and read and everything like that, and is quite promising, to be fair. And it's all on Cerebi. I'll obviously link it in the description down below if you guys want to check it out for yourself. But it basically says, early excerpts, I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I'm not great English. I'm English, but my English is bad. It just is, as some of you may be aware. Anyway, early excerpts from an interview with Junichi Masuda in the Famitsu magazine have been released. In these excerpts, it just sounds wrong. It doesn't sound like I'm saying it right. Anyway, Junichi Masuda reiterates the statement that 2019's Pokemon game on the Nintendo Switch will be more akin to the previous handheld titles. So basically what that is saying is the fact that obviously we got Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee announced this year, and then, you know, a lot of people were happy about it. They look incredible, they're really, really cool games. A lot of people are really excited about it, but then obviously there's a handful of people who are like, well, this isn't what I expected. I want Generation 8, I want Gen 4 remakes, which is fair enough. A lot of people do. I would love Generation 4 remakes, I would love Generation 8. Who wouldn't? They're going to be incredible games. But of course, they aren't coming this year. What they did say though, at E3, well, they actually said it last year. They said that they were working on a brand new core RPG game for Pokemon, and everyone was like, okay, 2018, it's going to be the year, it's going to be an amazing game. And then obviously we got Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which is why I guess a lot of people are annoyed because they were expecting something different. But obviously what they did say is that next year, 2019, there is definitely going to be Generation 8. We're all looking forward to it in the second half of the year, I think. So it's probably going to be November, like that's when Pokemon games are usually released. So basically it's just going into there to say that yes, we've got Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee here, but Generation 8 is coming next year, and that's what's going to be, you know, like the Pokemon games we've seen, like Generation 1, 2, 3, 4. You catch Pokemon, you battle wild Pokemon, you do the gyms, everything like that. That's what we're going to see in the Generation 8 game. It's just exactly what we've seen. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, I'm pretty sure they've been confirmed to be main series games now. They kind of follow their own path in the way that they're Let's Go games, and they kind of incorporate themselves with Pokemon Go. So over here, you got the main series games, and then you got the Let's Go series. So a lot of people are thinking like, well, I'm not a big fan of Let's Go games, and I don't want them to take over the fact that they might be, you know, taking over the Generation games. So obviously we're going to have Generation 8, and then it's just going to be Let's Go games. That's not the case at all. I don't know where that came from. Some people, I guess, are just worried about it, which is fair enough, but that's not the case. We've got the Generation 8 game, we've got the Generation games here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 next year. That's just going to keep going until whenever, who knows. And then over here, we've got the Let's Go games, which is Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and then maybe, who knows, there might be more Let's Go games. We really don't know. There most likely will be, because obviously we got Pokemon Go with all the different generations, so they may just do that. Like, I could see them actually doing it like a Let's Go game for all the remakes. Obviously, we had Yellow, which was like the third game. So we've got Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which is a retelling of Yellow. Maybe the next Let's Go games for Johto will be a retelling of Crystal, and then it'll be Emerald, and then it'll be Platinum, because they're all the third games. I know it stops as Black and White. Maybe there's only going to be 4 Let's Go games. I really don't know, because I'm hoping there'll be all generations in Pokemon Go, but at the moment there's only 3 generations, and obviously they got teased that Gen 4 was coming out like the other day on like that poster with the start Pokemon from Generation 4, like Chimchar and everything like that, all on the poster. So we're pretty much going to be expecting Generation 4 very, very soon. But like I say, that's basically what it is. So you got your Let's Go games here, and you got your main series games here, and that's what he's talking about with the 2019 game. That's going to be what we all used to saying. So I don't know why I went on such a big tangent for one sentence, but yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. Anyway, it then goes on to read, however, in another excerpt, when asked if Pokemon from Let's Go will go into the 2019 game, he states that he knows there was a time when players felt bad that they couldn't transfer their Pokemon forward, referring to when Ruby and Sapphire cut compatibility with Gold and Silver and Crystal. So if you weren't around then, basically you had Pokemon, you had your Pokemon Red, your Blue, your Yellow, I've got them here actually. You got your yellow, you got your blue here, yeah, and then you got your sister, your silver. That was difficult. Again, English. Apparently I can't speak. So yeah, you got those games. And yeah, red, blue, and yellow could trade with gold, silver, and crystal. That was all great. But then when Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald came along, these dudes, they decided to cut the compatibility. So basically, you couldn't trade with red, blue, and yellow, gold, silver, and crystal to Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, which did annoy a lot of people because obviously we've been training our Pokemon up for all these years on these Generation 1 and 2 games, and then Generation 3 came out. You're like, yeah, I can't wait to get my Lugia and my Ho-Oh and everything like that all over to Pokemon Ruby, Blue, like Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire. But that wasn't the case. They cut the compatibility so you couldn't train them off, which annoyed a lot of people, like I say, because you would be annoyed if you train all these Pokemon up and then you can't get them across. That's super annoying. So obviously he says that he does know there was a time when players felt bad that they couldn't transfer their Pokemon forward. That's great, because that means that, you know, hey, because it goes on to read, and he's hoping to avoid that. He's hoping to avoid having that problem again. So that most likely means that there will be compatibility between Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee with Generation 8. We kind of think that's going to happen, as he's hoping to avoid that. Now, whether that means that there's going to be compatibility with Generation 7 and Generation 8, we still don't know about that. But hopefully there is. I saw a lot of the comments when Cerebi tweeted this out, a lot of people saying that this could be Pokebank, and obviously what's going to happen is Generation 7 is going to be able to trade with Pokemon with Generation 8. But of course Generation 7 isn't going to be able to trade with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, because in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, it's already been established that there's only going to be the first 151 Pokemon with the Alolan Pokemon as well, hence why all the Alolan Pokemon are coming out in Pokemon Go, getting ready for the Let's Go games. They've already established that. There's not going to be any Generation 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 Pokemon in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. It's just Kanto with Alolan Pokemon. So what's going to happen is basically you've got Generation 8 here, and then you got Generation 7 here, or like your Pokebank with all the other generations. Then you also got your Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee here. They're not going to be able to trade with each other, but they are both going to be able to trade with Generation 8. I feel like it's going to be what they're going to do, because it makes sense. A lot of people are going to be annoyed. Like, imagine all the shinies you've caught, all the legendaries you've caught, all the IV bred Pokemon you've caught in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and all the games before that you've caught all over the years, and then just having to stop. Again, just like we did Silver, Gold, and Crystal with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Imagine just having to stop there. It'd be the worst thing ever. I'd be so annoyed. I've got so many shinies and legendaries that I would love to trade over to Generation 8, and if it just stopped there and I couldn't do it, I'd be so annoyed. And I know a lot of people would be as well, because I've spent hours getting shiny Pokemon and stuff like that, trying to fill my living decks and my shiny decks and everything like that. For that to just all be for nothing would be the worst. It would really, really make me super, super annoyed at Pokemon. So I can't see that happening. I can see Pokebank coming to the Nintendo Switch for Generation 7, so we can trade all those over to Generation 8 when it comes out next year. And then obviously with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, all the Pokemon you catch there should also be able to trade to Generation 8. That's what Junichi Masuda is saying in this interview. It then goes on to say, this implies that the game will have some future compatibility with other Pokemon games, but at present it is not set in stone and the method is not known. So, like I say, Gen 7 won't be able to trade with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee because there's no other generation Pokemon in those games apart from Generation 1 and the Gen 7 Alolan forms. But of course, they should be able to trade with Generation 8. And I'm hopeful about that. I'll be super annoyed if that isn't the case. But hey, if there's other Let's Go games in the future, I can see that being the same thing. Like I said, they're both following their own like linear path. Who knows? It could be like, what they could do is they could do like obviously we've got the main series game in 2019. Then a lot of people are thinking that we're going to get Diamond Pearl remix in 2020, which would be awesome. And then maybe we'll get a Let's Go game in 2021, and then maybe that's the path it follows. So we're going to have like main series game, remake, Let's Go game, main series game, remake, Let's Go game, which would be fine because it would mean there's a Pokemon game every year. And I guess the Let's Go games aren't even that difficult to make because they've already got all the walking sprites. I'll just put the video on right now. We can see the walking sprites on your screen. We've got them all. So we've got like Trico and all the Pokemon, everything like that. So yeah, we've already got the walking sprites. So I can't even see the Let's Go games being that difficult to make. They just basically got to make the regions look nicer because we already know about the story and everything like that. So yeah, they won't be difficult to make. So maybe they're a nice, easy Pokemon game they can make whilst working on the remakes and the main series games to make them look better. I could definitely see that happening. What do you guys think about it? Do you want there to be more Let's Go games? Are you happy about the compatibility? I'm sure you would be, because why wouldn't you be? But let's just hope that Generation 7 will be able to trade with Generation 8. It's looking that Let's Go Pokemon games will be able to trade with Generation 8. But right now there hasn't been anything said about Generation 7. We just have to cross our fingers for that, because I ain't about to lose all my shinies and my legendaries and everything like that. I will not be happy about it. But guys, that is pretty much everything I wanted to talk about for this video, because that's pretty much all there is. This interview is very, very good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad there's going to be compatibility, so that's awesome. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please do drop a like down below. I really do appreciate it. Ready to step out the video, the channel, all that good stuff. And of course, my second channel, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram channel, Discord, all those social links are all found in the description down below as well if you want to add me on that. And of course, my Snapchat is just HDB925. That is everything from me though, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day. And until next time, guys, peace.